Good morning. I'm going to show you how to paint these peonies this morning. I like to paint each petal individually so I get really a lot of definition. I've got some Minnesota Pipestone here, and I've got Potter's Pink here, and I've got the tiniest bit of Undersea Green over here. And these are the three colors I'm using for the three peonies. So this one is just Potter's Pink. And then I did one that is just Minnesota, and then I did one that is a mix. And then the Undersea I just used for the darkest of the dark. So I'm going to load my brush up a little bit here. I've got a 0, and I'm just going to continue with these petals. So in the center here, I just did a lot of the Undersea mixed with the Potters. But for most of the petals, I do at the base of the petal.
I'm here, Mom.
Hey, Will.
I'm playing Sissy's face.
My 3-year-old just came in. So I just do a line of whichever color I'm using. I'm using the Potter's Pink right now. That's going to be along the base of my petal. Then I'm going to rinse my brush and come in with some water. You could also just dip your brush at this point. Rinse it again and just continue adding water to spread out to the edge of the petal. So now I'm meeting up with the edge of this last petal where the dark was. And then I'm kind of pulling all that color down. I can also go in and just add some, if I want it to be lighter at the top, just some little bits of clean water along the top, and that'll send that color down. Here, this section here, I think I want to make that really dark. So I'm going to do the Potter's Pink, and I'm going to add just, load my brush with the Potter's Pink. I'm going to do the tiniest bit of the Undersea Green. And that'll give me some super darks in this section here. It's much better than using a black from the tube because this is not really black here. I could also tap some of this into, into these spots where I want the darker spots to be. If you want it darker, add more of the Undersea. If you want it lighter, add a little more water. I think I want that a little darker right in here. And just filling that area in. And that'll dry. It's thinning out a lot right now, but it'll dry to be a bit lighter. So I don't necessarily need to rinse my brush, but I'm going to do another petal just to show you over here. I've got the Undersea still a little bit on my brush because I did not rinse it. And I've got the Potter's Pink still. To show you what that would look like. I just dipped into the Potter's Pink, and I'm really done with the Undersea. I just left that on my brush to not waste that little bit of paint. And it will create some definition around to have those different colors in. This is just Potter's Pink. Rinsing my brush fully and adding a bit more water to meet up to that edge. And that's good. Oh, I had a drop of water that fell off of my paintbrush, slid off. And so I'm probably gonna need to go back and pick up a little bit more water there. That tends to happen more with different paintbrushes. That paintbrush that I was using just now, I like it. It's got a nice point. It's a Princeton Heritage, but it doesn't pick up water as much as a sable brush. It's a synthetic brush, I think. So I'm just going in with a Kolinsky sable brush and just picking up some of that water. And I like what I'm seeing here, that white. So I'm gonna add another drop or 2 of water up here just to push some of that color down towards the base of the petal. Okay, and we just keep adding to it. I'm going to swing over here and show you one that's finished.